I'm like out of breath right now just smelling this damn perfume. And welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. My name is Maria, or it's MJ here on YouTube. So in today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, we have a spicy video. But in today's video, we have actually a collaboration video with my friend Manahil, or also known as the Perfume Realm here on YouTube and on Instagram. I'm sure you guys know her, but if you guys do not know her, I think you should. Not only does she know a lot more than me about fragrance, but she has an exceptional collection. She has strictly fragrance content, so if you enjoy fragrances, I'm sure you're going to enjoy her videos, especially the way she describes them. If you enjoy like a storytelling behind your fragrance, and if you have like a gourmand taste, she has a lot of gourmand fragrances, and she also has a lot of gems. I wish I could say more, but we're gonna keep it PG. But she's really great, you guys. I love her, and we have we talk like outside of YouTube, Manahil and other girls, and Manahil, she's a spicy one. So I'm gonna leave her channel and her video down below so you guys can check her out. So in today's video, we are essentially collaborating, and we are going to bring to you guys some 4 aphrodisiac notes. Aphrodisiac, I looked it up before. Like, I know the term and I know what it means. It's just I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, so excuse me if I'm not, but I did look it up. So if you don't know what that means, it's typically notes that are, in this case, in a woman's fragrance, that are considered appealing, attractive, alluring, seductive, arousing, etc, etc, you know, those type of adjectives. So pretty much we picked 4 notes that we consider aphrodisiac notes, and we picked a perfume in our collection coinciding with that note. So I hope that makes sense, and if you guys are interested in seeing today's video, then please keep on watching. So let's start off. So for the first note that I decided to discuss today is the note of orange. Citrus alone has been known to increase your alertness, or as I like to call it, a burst of energy, like in your face. I have noticed that's a note that I gravitate towards, so it's a note that I'm familiar with. So I picked Hugo Boss the scent Private Accord for her. So the reason that I picked this one is because I didn't want to pick like an obvious citrus. I feel like a lot of the times when people think of citrus, they think of laundry detergents. That's what I've heard, at least. So I wanted to take on an edible version, something more on the gourmand aspect of it, and that's why I picked this one. I know that this is an oriental vanilla, but I find this sexy. I find it definitely edible. It as I've described it in the past, it opens up with this like burst of orange, but it's not the orange that you're thinking about. The opening on this is really addicting. Unfortunately, that opening does eventually die down, but let me explain. So it opens up to like these candied, caramelized like orange peels dipped into like dark chocolate. Eventually that like refreshing orange does mellow down, and it becomes more of like this powder, like cacao powder. Now think if cacao powder had a scent or a flavor, it would be like an orange flavored cacao powder. For my perfume collection, I feel like this is one of the most edible ones, the ones that realistic, like you literally want to eat your arm. I think it's me just wasting my perfume. With that being said, the orange in this I feel like adds this freshness to it, so I feel like it's also year-round. But yeah, I think it's like a playful, flirty, smexy kind of perfume. And if you are new here, by smexy, I mean sexy. And if you are hearing construction noises in the background, I have construction literally right in front of me for almost a year at this point, so it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. Now, moving on to the next note that I picked the note of lavender. So I obviously did some research to bring to you guys this video and know what I was going to talk about and pick the notes that I wanted to talk about. Now, obviously, I went with notes that I'm familiar with, and as I was doing my research, I was like, okay, I get that, right? I picked lavender because I feel lavender most of the time is associated to men's fragrances, or it's also associated to aromatherapy. It's also associated to cleaning products. As a matter of fact, right now, right next to me, I have one of those plugins, and it's lavender scented. Every time I pass by it, it smells like a men's perfume or a men's fragrance. I like to watch those, like my friend rates my perfume collection, or my boyfriend rates my perfume collection, And a lot of the times I have noticed that men like a slight edge of a masculine touch, just a slight masculine touch in a woman's fragrance. I feel that subconsciously they think, wow, she can pull this off. Sort of like Alien. When I first smelled Alien, I was like, why is this a man eater again? Because to me, it smelled super mature, and as I've described in the past, just like a rich older woman. So I was confused. I was like, why is this so attractive to men? So with that being said, I think that's what lavender adds. So lavender, if you guys didn't know, it's also known as the herb of love. So I was like, wow. Okay, like it's all coming together and it's all making sense now. So upon my research and finding out, you know, that lavender is usually associated to men's fragrances, I just thought that it was super interesting and super intriguing, the fact that men find this note very attractive and very alluring when it's in a woman's fragrance. But anyways, the one that I'll be discussing is Libre from YSL, or Livre. And I picked this perfume because to me it's a lavender and vanilla blend. I think the whole campaign with this one as well was pretty well represented. I know that's a, how do you say, como se dice? Some people don't agree that the campaign for this was enough for the fragrance, or it was this and the third or whatever, but I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on it. I think it was actually pretty well represented. You had Dua Lipa in a power suit, and she had this short edge sharp cut. I don't know if you guys know this, but women weren't always allowed, or it was frowned upon when women would cut their hair. It wasn't always accepted. Nowadays, in modern age, we can do whatever the hell we want. As a matter of fact, I just cut my hair. If anything, I think it adds this slight edge, chic look to a woman. Movement of freedom and empowerment to the woman, the new age woman. You know what I mean? The whole campaign wrapped around this fragrance was emphasizing the term libre, which translates to freedom, as I'm sure you guys know at this point. I thought it was fitting. I actually really liked it. I'm not gonna spray her because she is a 1 ounce, unfortunately. But and I tried to preserve her, but whatever, it is what it is. So as I said, I think that the campaign was fitting. So to me, it represented a modern age woman, and that's kind of how I feel when I wear this one, as I've described to you guys. It's like confidence in a bottle. It's very luxe, it's very luxurious. I think it's very classy, but it's also very like dominant. Lavender, as I said, is usually used in aromatherapy, and I think that this fragrance does have that soothing quality to it. And I think it's interesting, the play on words between confidence and this strong, powerful, dominant, and then you have aromatherapy, which is soothing, calming, stress relieving, etc. But I feel like they both somehow meet together because you're so unbothered, you're so chill, you just don't care about anything. Because at least that's how I am. When I'm really unbothered, like no one literally can't tell me anything, I'm my most relaxed, chill, like you can't tell me nothing. So I think it's a great perfume. I don't care what anyone says. The lavender, I feel, adds this freshness to it, and the vanilla adds this like slight warm, slight sweetness into it. It's like an all-around classy yet sensual perfume, and I think that it's for the powerful 2020 woman. 2020 in your living room, literally, as I am right now, because we can't go anywhere. Right, so the next note that I picked is the note of musk, and I picked this one because I've known for a while that men love musk, and I think the reason I found out was because of Express Love. I've talked about that one so much. I was actually going to pick it for this category, but I didn't because it's sold out, and I'm not going to talk about a fragrance that is sold out at this point. You guys know that I love it, and if you're new here, I love that perfume. I have multiple videos on it. It's sold out. There's no point of me talking about it. So I'm going to talk about one that I feel is similar to that one and has been a recent obsession to me. Alone and Layered, but whatever. It's a different topic for a different day. So I discovered this one because of my friends T and Anna. By T I mean Takara. So if you guys didn't know, or you're not familiar with musk, I picked this one because I find it kind of funny. So this category itself it's a joke. This whole category is a joke. So traditionally, musk, if you guys didn't know, is an animal byproduct. I know, attractive, right? So that's really the reason why I picked it. I was like, you know. But nowadays though, perfumers use synthetic musk to mimic traditional musk, to give the perfume this like arousing scent to it, which is pretty much what musk is. This like animalic arousing scent. It's it is what it is. We're animals. So upon my research, I actually have been, not because of this video, but I have been educating myself on Musk because I noticed that's one thing that I have been enjoying a lot this summer. So there's your soapy musk, well, soapy slash clean musk, which is my favorite. There's powdery musk, which I can appreciate. I won't say it's my favorite, but I can appreciate. And there's creamy musk, which I recently found out, and I have one, and it's one of my favorite ones, but whatever. So for this category though, I picked my top favorite, and one that I'm pretty familiar with because I have a lot of. So I picked I told you guys this category is a whole joke, and I picked I Love Love from Moschino. And I picked this one because looking at the bottle, this is a bottle that I have seen for so long at TJ, and I would never get it because that's why I would never get it, you know. And it sucks because I feel like a lot of people like myself look at this bottle and they're not attractive to it, and they're missing out what's inside of it. So this is so good, you guys. Wore this yesterday. Well, I've been wearing it pretty much almost every day. I wore this Layered yesterday with Caramel Overdose from Layered. This one opens up to this very realistic grapefruit. The zest that you get from the grapefruit when you're cutting it up, that spritz out, that's what you're getting. That's it. And in a summary, it transitions over to, in the dry down, to like sugared orange peels. That little zestiness still remains. It just gets sweeter and sweeter on your skin. But there's definitely this muskiness to it. As I described, I love clean soapy musk. I love it, especially after a shower. You just smell clean, you just smell good. So I decided to go for this type of musk because, you know, I wanted to have a category for everything, and I don't think that you need to be done up and go to like a fancy restaurant to feel your best or to attract anyone. I think that there's different events, or there's a different fragrance for different events or different occasions. I think that you can be done up at home and still look good and still attract. There's people that even when you go to work, they have this energy about them. They have this very natural attractiveness to them. They don't even have to try. And I think that fragrance adds to that. You know what I mean? So this is a very casual smexy, as I like to call it. You could wear it to school, you could wear it to the park, you could wear it to the beach, to the pool, like a pool party, at home, to work. It's nothing too serious, nothing out of this world, and I think that's fine. You don't have to be all done up. Everyone's different, so I wanted to include a category that I felt that can go for that type of person, because you don't have to put on the makeup. You could wear a bun, like, you know what I mean? You don't have to wear like a lace top. Like, you don't have to do all that. You can be your own kind of cute, your own smexy, or your own sexy, if that's what you prefer to say or hear. And that's the best part about fragrance. I think there's a fragrance for everyone. So yeah, I do find this super attractive. And with that being said, like I said, this one's very similar to Express Love, and Express Love is one that I have been complimented a lot of times, and usually by men. This is one that I bought while I was being quarantined, so I can't tell you that I've been complimented because I'm not going anywhere. I'm home. I'm in my couch. It makes my mouth water, you know? Like, I don't know, the zest. I think it's the zest. It's just like, or whatever. So that's I Love Love from Moschino. Let's move on to the last one. So the last one was one that I had a little problem with. I didn't know what to pick. Because as I've expressed before, I love vanilla. That's one of my top favorite notes, but I also love jasmine, and both of those are very attractive notes. So I went with one fragrance that I have in my collection that have both notes, and I think is a very, very attractive perfume. I went with Dior Addict. I should have probably cleaned it before I brought it to this ring light, huh? I'm looking at the dent. So yeah, this is Dior Addict, and this is the 2014 version. She is strong, let me tell you that. This is one that not only projects, but it lasts a long time, and it leaves a trail. Like, she leaves a trail, a tail, as some people call it. Oof. She is strong. Like, I just sprayed her and hit me in the face. I'm sad because where am I gonna wear this to bed? What, bitch, I just might. So the combination, I feel of the jasmine and the vanilla, and this one adds this one is very addicting, like very addicting. Like it's very captivating, like it makes you want more. It's very well blended, and it's like classy. Like I'm like out of breath right now just smelling this damn perfume. It's classy, it's deep, it's sultry, it's one of those. It's one of those. This is what I call like a clean white floral vanilla. So as I've said before, I used to get really confused with vanilla. I thought vanilla before just was like sweet, like a black opium, pink sugar, whatever. So I remember when I got this one, I was like, this is not no damn vanilla. So jasmine and fragrances adds this slightly sweet floral kick to it. On my little research, I found out that jasmine is actually an all-time favorite of elites and the royals. So I was like, makes sense, because I feel like jasmine, like I said, adds this very dominant, powerful like scent to it with this slight sweetness. And vanilla alone, it's very attractive to not only men but women, because it adds obviously that sweetness, it adds this creaminess, it adds this butteriness, it adds this smoothness. It just rounds up a fragrance, and it could be done multiple ways. And actually, since the 1700s, I found out that it was actually categorized as a natural aphrodisiac. Doctors back then would actually prescribe or recommend to their male patients vanilla to increase potency. It's a natural scent, if you will, that just arouses both genders. And I also found out that jasmine has this chemical compound that is released to attract pollinating insects. So I think jasmine and vanilla are two natural scents that attract just both genders, and I think they're very alluring, very seductive, very arousing. And yeah, so those are my two scents, and I picked Your Addict. I can still smell the I love. I kind of want to spray this one too. Whatever. Where are you going? I'm going nowhere. This is one that you only need 2 and you're good to go, but you know, I'm an oversprayer, so whatever. Wow. Oh, I haven't smelled this one in a while. It's just like rising up right now. It has this very euphoric scent to it. Yeah. Alright, so that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was not only entertaining, but I hope you guys learned something new today. But with that being said, if you guys keep coming back and you are not subscribed already, please consider subscribing and give this video a thumbs up, because it really does help out my channel and the YouTube algorithm. So give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. Also follow me on Instagram if you wish. I'm a lot more active there. And with that being said, as always, I hope you guys have a beautiful and wonderful and blessed day, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye guys.